Hello, welcome back to another fabulous own channel. I'm Jake from Weekend Movie Bros. I am one half of Weekend Movie Bros. Sorry, I've been filming a lot of different videos today, and I wanted to come in here and we're going to do a Black Widow non-spoiler / spoiler review. This is going to be a really short one probably. I've seen the movie about 4 or 5 times now. I own it on Disney+. My first 2 experiences were in a theater. It was a great experience. Black Widow follows Natasha's story in between the events of Civil War after she's on the run for the the Soviet Accords, and the events of Infinity War, basically how she gets that blonde hair. That's essentially the answer, right? I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. In my opinion, this is exactly the story I wanted from Natasha. I think it would have been a little bit cooler if it was probably much more like maybe it was the Budapest story that was described throughout the movie, or something out of those lines. But I really liked the development of the characters, and I really liked the action set pieces, and I really liked just overall the dialogue and the lines. Especially on repeat viewing, you can see a lot of intricate pieces that really work on one and set up some big reveals. So overall, really liked it. For a non-spoiler review, I think that's all you get. For a spoiler review, let's dive into some of the characters. This brought in Elena Belova, which is Natasha's sister. There's a few rumors going around that she was blipped, which is the reason why she never popped up in Endgame. I think that's probably the excuse they're going to use, because obviously she was probably cast, Florence Pugh was probably cast, but as you guys do know, Florence Pugh is an extremely talented but also very busy actress. In the year that Endgame came out, she had 3 other projects come out. But for Elena Belova, I absolutely loved her character. I loved her snarky humor. I liked the lines of death. I think it really brought an imposing doom to the story. I never once thought, because I did know she was going to pop up in other properties, that Yelena would die. But because Natasha does end up dying because of Endgame, I do like the underflow current of that. Now let's jump into the Red Guardian, played by David Harbour. I love David Harbour. I've always enjoyed all of his work. I've seen a lot of his bigger projects. Let me know if there's any smaller projects I should check out, since I'm a relatively newer fan. Stranger Things really put him on the map, and then Hellboy was a colossal mess, but I really enjoyed parts of that film. And then he was also really good here. And I have to say, Alexi is much better on repeat viewing for me personally. When I first saw it, I really didn't like his character. I really thought he really didn't have a purpose, except to get them to Mama Molina. But that's about it, and so I didn't really like it. I do like the prison break scene where he does make his big entrance for the second time, and I do think on repeat viewing, he does seem like he does care for them in the very beginning of the movie to bring the family tie back in by the end. But I think the first time, I don't think it clicked. The next character is Mama Molina herself. I loved Rachel Weisz in this role, and I really do hope she would come back for sequels or even other projects in the universe and stuff, because I think she did such an amazing job with the little bit of screen time she has. She is Red Room's like brain. You know, she's the one who came up with the mind controlling, which was a huge part of this movie, and all this other stuff. And I think she did it so well, and I think she sold it. The one little action scene that she had, I think she did a really good job with too. And I just really like the dynamic between sisters and mothers and stuff throughout the whole story. And I think she brought something really, really well to the table. So very impressed with Mama Molina. Then let's talk about the big bad. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I'll throw it up on screen. He was here to play his role. He was our Harvey Weinstein. He was here to play his role. He looked exactly like you thought he would. And that is just the answer that we have here. His daughter, who ends up becoming Taskmaster, that is a big spoiler, and it has caused a lot of traction online, because a lot of people who were diehard original Taskmaster fans are really pissed off by this development. I really liked it. I think it really fit the story, and I really think it embodied Natasha's trauma to fullest extent, as this is one of her most saddest moments in her life, because of the things she had to do to get out of the Red Room, to take down the Red Room, and then not taking down the Red Room, and even though these failures even had to happen, I think it just personified everything in a perfect light. I also think Taskmaster being a girl really fit with the tone of the movie, and so I was okay with that gender swap as well. And I also loved Taskmaster's fight sequences. There's like 3 or 4 in the whole movie. We have the car chase scene, which she doesn't really do anything in, but it's still very cool to see. But the bridge one, which is probably like one of my favorite fight sequences in the whole movie, because I just loved how well choreographed it was. and I loved how hard Natasha went at it, and you can totally tell how much of a fighter she truly is. And Taskmaster herself did such amazing movements and such physicality there that I think it was beautiful. And then of course we have the ending fighting, which is all right. I really do like the final set piece. I think I really enjoyed the falling down of the red room and things, but overall I think it was a little bit like overall mess. Not enough for me to dock any points, because I really enjoy the cinematic feel of it. I just think I wish the falling would be longer. I wish they were higher up in the sky, or we would have done a Fast and Furious thing where the runway just goes on forever. Because I think they could have done really cool things, and because I'm assuming budgetary things, it had to be shorter, and I really do hope maybe there's more. Overall, I loved Black Widow. The plot of this one is simply, they're sleeper agents, and that's basically what they set up, is the Black Widow universe, sending Elena with the purple hair, can't think of her name, girl from Veep, sending her off into either Dark Avengers or Thunder. The Thunder Force, is that what it's called? I don't know, maybe that's what it's called. It's Thunder something. It's not Thundercats. What is it? Oh my god. If I remember, I'll throw it up on the screen. It's basically the Marvel version of Suicide Squad. Sending them into those, sending her over there, I think was a great choice. And I think having Florence Pugh becoming a huger player in the MCU is such an amazing. I can't wait to see her in Hawkeye, either later on this year or early next year, I'm assuming. Maybe mid next year. Very, very excited about it. Super duper excited about it. And tracking down the Black Widows and stuff could be its own thing. It could be a Disney Plus show, or it could be another movie. I do hope that Scarlett is not gone. I love ScarJo in this role. I'm a very big fan of Scarlett Johansson. I don't think all of her comments are exactly the best, and I think she really does need to sit down with the management team and work on her public speaking training, because boy is it horrible. But I really like her as an actress. I've really enjoyed almost every project I've ever seen her in, and her being Black Widow for 10 plus years, 11 years, I think, maybe 12 years now, is phenomenal, and I'm just really happy we have this movie to celebrate it. But guys, that is my review of Black Widow. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time for another beautiful video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.